There we go. Hey guys, Cameron here, coming at you with another vlog, kind of another movie review type thing, although it's not really a full-on movie review. So, if you guys have not seen the movie Max, it is, first off, it's an amazing movie. I'm going to try to stick away from too many spoilers, but just in case, spoiler alert, I might say a few things about it that, for people that haven't seen the movie, that will be kind of spoiling it. So the movie's pretty much about a dog that has PTSD after his handler dies, and he goes to live with his handler's family. It's a great movie. It ended very well. I loved the movie. I loved everything about it. It was set up really nice with story, and it definitely brought some. I cried a little bit. It was kind of sad at some parts, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Although I did love the movie, and if you guys have not seen it, I suggest go see it. If you guys have, that's what brings me to this next point. If you guys have seen the movie, you've obviously know the ending's kind of like, hey, we could have a sequel if we wanted, you know? Which I definitely feel like if it had a sequel, I could see it having a sequel or a prequel showing more about Max and Kyle's time in the army over in Afghanistan, or a sequel and then a prequel, or whatever they want to do. I definitely feel like this movie has options for more movies up until a point, at least. If they did a sequel, the only problem is they'd have to start shooting like now, because I assume if you want to do a sequel for a movie about a war dog, a hero dog, you have to do it kind of quick, because at a certain point the dog would, obviously be dead, and it wouldn't really fit, and also the actors would grow up a lot. So I feel like if they do the movie, a sequel for the movie, which honestly they should, because it'd be awesome, they should, first off, start shooting it now. Start shooting it like as soon as you can, get all the actors sign on and all this, and start shooting the movie, because honestly, it'd be awesome to see a sequel to that movie, especially if they set it up correctly and did all this awesome stuff with it. Also, or a prequel, which obviously if you guys don't know, that means before the first movie, not after. It's like the episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars, the horrible movies. Yeah, but if they did that, it'd be pretty much just seeing what we saw at the start of Max with Kyle and Max. It'd probably start with them going through training and then go to more of their war, of the stuff for them in war, show more of the plot for Max, which was pretty much his war buddy being a total douche, and a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. But they could definitely set it up in a very nice way and have a strong sort of setup for it, if they did a prequel. But I'd rather see a sequel, just because I want to see what's happening between Kyle and Carmen, or Justin and Carmen, and Chewie and all this stuff, and all the people in the movie, see what's going on with them a few years after that happens. 1 to 2, maybe more. Especially since the way it ends with like showing Carmen and Justin kind of getting in a relationship. It's like, oh, well then, I want more of this. I want more. They could have it being Max taking down another bad guy or something like that. It's a really good setup for a movie. You could definitely set up a sequel or two. You have to be careful with how you set it up, though. Excuse me, because if you keep setting it for more and more sequels, you won't really have a lot of room for it, because obviously at some point that dog's gonna get too old and it's gonna pass away, and you could shoot it with a new dog, which is the good news about dog films. If the dog dies, you can find a dog that looks like it, or even one of that dog's puppies once it's big enough, and use it for more sequels. But that's all I gotta say on this matter, you guys. If you guys think it should have a sequel, drop it below. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch the movie. Tell me below if you think it should have a sequel afterwards. And also tell me what you guys think of the movie, because honestly, I loved it. It was beautiful. Peace.